Hey everybody, it's Curtis again, back in the garage, and this week I'm wrapping up week 15 of training. There's been a couple big developments in week 15. For instance, I started doing Josh Thigpen's Cube program, the Cube version 3. The Cube version 3. This is the first week into it, and I gotta say a couple things just up front. One, training 6 times a week is a lot, especially when you were training 4 to 5 times a week. So that's been a difference. Some other differences that you'll see in the video, there's actually some program conditioning, which I actually think after doing the program conditioning in the quantity that's programmed, it seems like it's gonna be beneficial, but hey, time will tell. And I'm really excited to start this program because I feel like I've had a pretty poverty overhead, like everything basically. I only have like a 250 pound log clean and press, which as a 198 is really not that good. However, this program directly addresses that type of issue, and I am training overhead 3 times per week. What I'm trying right now, because it doesn't actually specify what kind of overhead to do, it just gives you, hey, do overhead at this intensity, this many reps, is I'm doing like a push press day or a log clean and push press day. I'm doing a static pressing day, which is like a strict or strictish overhead press, and then another, whether that's circus dumbbell or log clean and press, or if I ever get around to getting an axle, maybe doing some axle work. But with that, I'm gonna let you guys jump into the video, and I will meet you right here after the commentary. Hey guys, and welcome to the voiceover. So we're starting with day 1. This was speed squats, something light, just at 235 pounds. The actual program was only calling for 55% of my 1 rep max. After that, moved on to heavy overhead, which was 2 sets of 3 to 4 reps. Now this first set that you're looking at right here, this is just an example. Just want to show people that, sometimes things happen in training, and I was only able to actually do 2 of the 4 goal reps in my first set, and I ended up failing the third. It just took a ton of energy when I misstepped. It's really not that big of a deal, guys. Like basically I dropped 10 pounds and re-picked the weight and did it for 4 times that you're going to see right here. So just as a quick note, like if you miss a couple reps here and there, you can go back and get those reps, or just kind of move on from it. Make sure you finish your training sessions with a nice positive finish. I know that for me, dropping down the weight just a little bit was important. So the Cube method, or the Cube program, is a percentage-based program, but he talks many times throughout the program how you shouldn't get hung up on percentages. So if you can't do that percentage, just go down for the day. So it's kind of a hybrid autonomous RPE. After that, moved on to some lunges like you're seeing here, and some calf raises. And I think I actually kind of overdid these a little bit. Not so much the lunges, but definitely the calf raises, because I haven't done calf raises in freaking years. And doing 2 sets of 25 calf raises, it truly smoked me for several days afterwards. But a lot of high volume stuff. I was actually talking with Mike Bartos about my training, and one of the suggestions that he made was to do some more high volume stuff, and it just happens to be programmed in Cube method. We move into day 2, and this is basically just a whole bunch of conditioning. So started, I don't have ladders. I don't have a ladder. I try to do some ladder drills with no ladder, but it ends up making me just look like a silly person out in the street. So I'm showing you the cone drills here. I did a 10 meter X 4 times. Then I did 5, 10, 5, like you're seeing right there. I think I actually did 5, 10, 5 wrong. And then a 5 meter L. This is the same one, I guess, that they use in the combine. I definitely need some work on these, but it was a lot of fun to do. After that, moved into some power pin swings for a Tabata. It did call for high intensity interval training on this day. This just happens to be the HIIT training that I chose. I was originally going to jump on the rower, but I remembered again talking to Mike Bartos about using the power pin a lot more and the advantages that he sees. After that, I finished everything off on that day with some throwback side bends. The throwback currently weighs 40 pounds, so nothing too extreme. And then the hanging leg raises, of course, on the other side of the screen. This actually brings us to day 3, which is Wednesday afternoon. This is a speed overhead day, so this is 8 sets of 3 at 50 to 60%. So I am doing static for this particular lift with bands. So it was a nice light day, which honestly I probably needed. After that, moved on to incline press. This was supposed to be like a 75-ish or 60-ish percentage of my 1 rep max on incline for 3 sets at 8. And this actually went really well. It went a lot better than I thought it would. I'm not a huge incline bench fan, but I do have an incline bench, so it was fun to use. Now, dips are programmed. Following my shoulder surgery, I don't do dips. My doctors tell me not to do dips. It hurts when I do dips. I just don't do dips, so I did banded push-ups instead. And then, of course, finished it off with what you're seeing right here, which is cable tricep push-downs with 70 pounds and then dumbbell lateral raises. Which brings us into Thursday. Thursday's training was really good. Heavy deadlift work. I did 3 sets of 4. It was right at 85% at 437.5 pounds, and it moved really well all the way across. I did set 1 as a complete reset. Set 2 was done touch and go style. After that, moved on to deadlift start rows. These are a new movement that I've never done before. It is specifically called for in the program, and I actually really like them a lot. Afterwards, moved on to some shrugs, and I was thinking about how I was going to do them and decided to grab my farmer's handles so I could potentially get some grip in there as well. So again, getting some shrugs, high volume work, some hypertrophy, so potentially going to start happening all up in here. Finished with some face pulls and then some easy bar curls. And on that, whenever I do curls, why is it that curls are always the most, pretentious? I don't know, not pretentious, but they're just it's a conceited lift. I feel dirty every time that I record it, but I also want to make sure that I show you guys that I am in fact doing my curls. So there you go. Move on to Strongman Saturday. I ended up combining 2 of the sessions. So on Friday, I was supposed to do an overhead day, but life has its way of getting in the way, especially when you have a family. So I decided to do my repetition overhead work this morning. So what you're looking at right there is 185 pounds. I was supposed to get 8 to 10 reps. I think I got 7, and then I did a couple sets of it. After that, I did some yoke. This was supposed to be just 60% speed runs, and it was really cool because I had someone from the home gym Discord reach out to me, made some 3D printed items, and that was him finishing his yoke run. It was just kind of nice to have someone from the community reach out that was local, come by, have some training, talk about equipment, talk about different forms of training, and just kind of a unique, fun experience. But farmers were done with 165 pounds per hand. Yoke was with 430 pounds. And again, it was all just focused on speed. All of my yoke runs were right around 7 seconds for 50 feet, which isn't too bad. Afterwards, Atlas stones are programmed, but I don't have my Atlas stones made yet. So what I did is I just picked up my 225-pound sandbag and decided to do extensions with it. Hopefully I get around to making myself some Atlas stones pretty soon. And that's been it for week 15. All right, that's it. Week 15's in the books, and I'm on to week 16. Super excited to have you guys come with me for that. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys that watch these videos, especially those that watch all the way through to where I'm at right now, every single week. It's much appreciated. I appreciate it, and I've said appreciate too many times. But that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and remember, always keep your garage gym training better, awesome, and of course, badass. I'll see you next week.